Welcome everyone. My name is Sky Rivers. This is our first episode of the Sacred Space. So every week I am going to show up for you, connect with you and guide you back into the wisdom of your body. And for our first episode, we're going to start off to create sacred space for ourselves. So sacred solitude. And what does this really mean? So in this day and age, we are bombarded with messages at work, at home, when we are on our way to work, when we are on our way home, everywhere. There's just so much noise, especially now with AI. Everything is happening so fast-paced. Every day feels like it's just running by. Before we know it, we are in the middle of the year, and it feels like the year just started yesterday. So, sacred space and sacred solitude is really important to come back to ourselves, to come back to the present moment, to connect with ourselves, connect with our heart, connect with our body's wisdom. And through that, we are gaining more awareness with what is happening within us, our internal truth, and we're able to differentiate what is me and what is the other, and what feels good, what doesn't feel good, where do I need to set boundaries, and so on. So the sacred space for us is to reconnect with ourselves, to learn more about who we are as individuals. So this is for you to really connect to your internal truth. So we have the mind happening, the analytical mind. There's a lot of scripting going on, the social scripts, all the learned ideas of who we are. But then deep within ourselves, we have the internal truth. And this space is for you to connect back to your internal truth. So sacred solitude can be a beautiful thing. There is a difference between loneliness and choosing solitude. And when we choose solitude to listen to ourselves, to connect with ourselves, it becomes a sacred act of self-love and caring for ourselves. And you know the saying, we always have to fill our own cup before we can give to others. And it is so important to fill your own cup. So this space is for you to fill your cup. And what to expect from the sacred space. So every Sunday, so if you're watching and if you're participating in Australia, every Sunday at 5 p.m, I will come to you to connect with you. And you can, obviously this is a video, so you can do your sacred space session whenever you want to. You can also repeat it how often as you like. These sessions are not just one-offs. When something deeply resonates with you, I invite you to come back. All the music that you're going to hear. So we're going to start off with a little bit of breathwork. I got my shamanic drum, so we're going to do some drumming. And a little bit of visualization just to guide you into your body. And then you will be eased into a beautiful sound journey, medicine music that I compose and produce specifically for our sessions. And just allow yourself to connect with the waves of the sound and to really be carried through sound and frequencies into your body. And at the end of our session, I'm going to give you some journal prompts for reflection and integration. You're also welcome to share your experience in the comments. And yeah, this is the first one. So let's see how we go. I would love for you to just get really comfortable right now. So if you're wearing tight clothes, get your comfy sweater on or your yoga outfit, whatever feels comfortable to you. Also make sure you are in a space where it is quiet and or where you don't have interruptions. And this half an hour is really for you to connect with yourself. This is an act of self-love, and this is your sacred solitude. And we're going to start off with a little bit of breath work. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in. And just allow yourself to let go of anything that you feel is keeping you in your head right now. So just take a deep breath in and exhale. And you can sigh. You're welcome to use your voice. And again, take a deep breath in, really deeply and slowly inhale. And let go of all the stress and all the tension of your week. This is your reset. We're going to enter a space of calmness and inner peace. So continue breathing slowly. And exhale. And one more time, take a deep breath in. And exhale slowly. Let go of the stress and the tension in your body. And now I want you to connect deeper with your breath. So I will count 4 to inhale and 8 to exhale. And this will allow you to calm your nervous system. So let's begin. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now allow yourself to find your own rhythm. You can get comfortable, close your eyes. You can sit in a comfortable position, or I invite you to lay down either on your couch, your bed, or on your yoga mat. In Shavasana, so palms facing upwards on your back. Just relax your entire body. So just visualize that you're laying on the ground. It's a beautiful day. The sun is setting. You can hear the birds in the background. And now the moon rises, and there are these beautiful stars in the sky. And you're floating upwards into the sky. You're connecting with the cosmic energy, allowing it to carry you into a deep state of surrender. And letting go of anything that doesn't serve you any longer. You continue to breathe slowly. And as you breathe in and as you exhale, you connect more and more with your body. And allow yourself to be carried by the energy of the sound. Become the observer of your body. And whatever arises for you, allow it to happen Be curious, observe whether it is physical sensations, emotions, movements. Embrace everything that is unfolding for you in this journey of sound and medicine music. Now I allow the sound to take over, and you are diving deeper into your being. Enjoy this beautiful journey. it is time to come back. Take a deep breath in and let go. And slowly open your eyes. Okay, so for those who are with me for the first time, welcome back. And for those who are journeying with me, welcome back as well. And today I would like for our integration, so usually when I run these sessions in the past, it was in a space together where we would have a sharing circle. So today we're going to take our sharing circle into the comments. So I welcome you to share your experience in the comments. I also have 3 journal prompts for you, which I recommend that you do now after the session, just to allow yourself to integrate more what has unfolded for you in your experience. So the first journal prompt is, what did the session reveal to you today that the noise was drowning out? So what did this session reveal to you? The second prompt is, what are you hiding from by keeping your life so busy and noisy? So ask yourself, what am I hiding from by keeping my life so busy and noisy? And the last journal prompt, the third one, is, what is one way I can cultivate sacred solitude in my daily life? Okay, so I'll repeat them again. What did the session reveal to me today that the noise was drowning out? What am I hiding from by keeping my life so busy and noisy? And what is one way I can cultivate sacred solitude in my daily life? So, to give you a little bit of inspiration for the last question, to cultivate solitude, you can, for example, do some breath work like we did the four inhale and exhale 8 count. You can walk in nature, and it is really about, or journaling. Journaling is beautiful as a way to cultivate sacred solitude. So this gives you a little bit of inspiration to connect more with that question in your journal. The first 2 questions are really for integration and also for allowing yourself for insights to arise. A lot of times we keep ourselves busy, or it can happen, and it can happen often. I had it in the past where I would keep myself so busy because there was something within me that I didn't want to deal with. So the easy road, the easy way out, is to just constantly do and be active. That is also why many people don't actually like solitude, because then we are facing ourselves, and that can be scary. But, the only scary part about that is that we haven't connected with ourselves maybe in a really long time. So there might be a lot of energy, a lot of emotions, a lot of old things stuck in our body that need to be released. So in the beginning it can be scary, but once we allow ourselves to connect, this old energy and the stuck energy can flow, and we are more in alignment over time with our being. All right, this is our first session, and I am so excited that you have joined, and I'm looking forward to see what we can create together. My name is Sky Rivers, and I have been working with sound and with energy and with somatic practices for over 8 years. So my background is actually in technology, and then I went through my spiritual awakening, and I fully immersed myself in healing practices, in shamanic healing, in Kundalini activation, in aligning body and mind to create a life that is fulfilling, that brings us joy, and that is speaks our truth from the internal, and we create it in the external. And if you feel ready to connect deeper with yourself, I also offer one-on-one sessions. What we've done today is actually the first part of my framework, which I call the actuality method. The first step is really about hearing your heart and connecting with your body. And from there, we can see what is the internal truth that is arising, and we can connect the mind and the body. So I call it the split. A lot of times the mind and the body, they are not in alignment, and this can create a lot of friction in our life, where we maybe find ourselves in a job, in a relationship that is not fulfilling, or that, you know, that just doesn't feel like it's ours. And we oftentimes don't really know why there's this disconnect. So if you want to dive deeper, I recommend, of course, to connect with me, whether you're doing that in the comments, but also come and book your one-on-one session, and we can dive deep into whatever is happening within your internal world, and bring your body and mind in alignment so that you can hear your internal truth and create what you actually want to create in your life. Thank you so much. I will see you next week. Bye.